What's going on, guys? Today, we're talking about summer BO. Not that kind of BO, summer box office, but if you have a problem with your smells, try deodorant. A few months ago, we all got together and gave our predictions for the top 10 summer box office earners. The results are pretty much in. Let's break it down. And let's meet our crew of bold predictors. First off, she is an editor at Rotten Tomatoes. You know her, you love her. She's a friend of the show, Jacqueline Coley.
Glad to be here.
Senior editor at Rotten Tomatoes, and she's got, I'll say it, the best hair in the biz. Grae Drake.
Thank you, thank you.
You know this guy, SJ News, new movie fights champion, and box office predictor extraordinaire, Dan Murrell.
Hello, Hal.
Dan,
what a summer it was, and far less disappointing than last summer.
You know what? You bring up a good point. What were some of the films, quality-wise, that delighted you this summer?
Won't You Be My Neighbor was the documentary that elevated like my entire summer and is going to keep me coasting through the end of the year believing that the world is a wonderful place.
Yeah. I would say Sorry to Bother You was definitely one that I was jazzed about at the beginning of the year and at the beginning of the summer, and it proved to be just as bonkers, bat crap crazy as I hoped it was.
We made our predictions. Let's take a look at our list of 10 box office winners.
And we should note that Infinity War counts in our pool toward the summer box office. Box Office Mojo, for example, doesn't count Infinity War because it opened in April, but we counted Infinity War toward the summer because come on.
Yeah, because come on.
Let's be honest.
If anybody is crying foul, if you're looking at the summer box office right now and saying, the Meg isn't there, Ocean's 8 is currently number 10, but the Meg is just creeping up. Like that shark fin is right behind Kate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock, and they're paddling, but the Meg is about to catch them. So, the Meg will end up at number 10. Jacqueline Coley, the only person to put the Meg on her list.
The shark came through for me. I'm very excited about that. I'm happy.
It bit off some box office. Grae Drake also came to play, but the first Purge didn't do you any favors.
No, it certainly didn't. We're done, I guess. We're done, because maybe we're living in it. Right? So maybe we're just like, no more movies, guys.
Yep.
You were the highest on Solo.
Yeah, ouch.
But
I, in retrospect, should have been thinking more about how angry everyone was after Force Awakens. I should have been thinking about that. Everybody just tired, because we need time now. We need time to heal, time to recharge our blasters, etc.
Yeah, we get fatigue. I need to carbo load before, so I'm not so fatigued.
Yeah.
Let me ask you another fatigue question, because you both had Skyscraper on your list. I had it on my list. Does America have rock fatigue or what?
No, I think it was more the premise.
Okay.
I think it was the premise more than The Rock, because I don't think people go to see that movie because of The Rock. I think they go see that movie because it's just, they wanted to see the Ape movie is why they go see Rampage or don't see Rampage,
I hope you're right, because the minute that I heard someone on TV, like, you know how in BoJack Horseman they call hosts like a Ryan Seacrest type, like they don't even have names.
Yeah.
So when I heard a Ryan Seacrest type go, the next rockbuster to come out, and I was like, oh no, he's over.
Let's go over to Dan's list. Here's a movie that did not deliver the box office goods, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, it was up there. It was up there going into August, but it fell prey to some of those August sleepers that we talked about. Here was the surprise for me. I didn't really like the first Mamma Mia movie, and I really liked this one. Like, I thought it was better than the first one.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, the tomato meter bears you out on that one, too. Like, it actually was higher, so I think you're not the only one that thought that.
Another one that did not quite perform as a couple of us hoped, Ocean's 8.
Ugh.
Still did well, though.
Still did well.
I mean, I think the next 4 movies maybe all did like $100 million. So this is a very good year. I mean, in all honesty, I think they said it was up, another 16% from last year, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys, that's really interesting to me. Do we owe that to the quality of movies? Do we owe that, what do we base better box office this summer on?
Boy.
MoviePass would tell you it's them.
I mean, MoviePass, AMC, that there has been an advent of these movie plans. Does that have anything to do with it?
I mean, I think
Sure
it definitely
helps.
does. I think, especially when we talk about the fact that this is box office dollars and the markets that we found out that MoviePass and a lot of these streaming subscriptions were heavy were New York and LA, where folks are spending $15, $20 a ticket. You know, so I think that has something to do with it.
And I don't think there was a movie. I'm trying to think of like a blockbuster movie that was universally hated.
Yeah.
You know, even Solo wasn't that so much love it or hate it kind of thing. I don't think Jurassic World was that way. I feel like a lot of the movies like were either like really good or okay.
Yeah.
It was a whelmed box office. We were not over. We were not under.
Yes.
We were just whelmed.
Just
I like that. I
whelmed.
love that, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
I might borrow that and use that sometime. Let's take a look at my list. What happened, Christopher Robin? It's like you dropped me off in the 100-acre wood and left me for dead.
That's a very Eeyore way of looking at it.
It had good legs. It had a great multiple. It just didn't open huge, and
Yeah.
so it got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
You know
But none
what?
of us saw Crazy Rich Asians.
No.
I have to keep pointing that out. None of us saw that movie. I
Yes.
don't know why.
That's great.
Yeah.
So,
Kick myself for this.
yeah, you nailed it. Crazy Rich Asians. None of us saw it coming. You sort of did.
Should have.
But then-
I will be so mad about that.
Come on, Jacqueline. You
I didn't
trust
let-
your gut.
I didn't let my words like translate to my picks.
Do you think the fine performance of Crazy Rich Asians at the box office will bring us more inclusion, more diversity in casts and
Yes,
films?
I
for
hope so.
all the wrong reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, for all the wrong, definitely for all
For
the
these
wrong
reasons?
Yeah.
Ooh, box
I mean,
office
just-
gold.
And from a box office standpoint, kind of looking at what Crazy Rich Asians did, you saw the hold that it had, and also because there was so much enthusiasm about it amongst the Asian American community, it created a buzz. And then in week 2, if you look at the people that went out to the box office to see it, it was everybody that had heard about how good it was from the base that it had energized in its first weekend that went to see it the second weekend across the spectrum demographically. So if I were a studio, the lesson I would take away from it is that if you make projects that reflect the diversity that this country has, that's buzz, that's marketing. People get excited, and then if you deliver a good movie, then that kind of transcends, and the movie can grow and spread and make $150 million off of a $30 million budget like Crazy Rich Asians did.
Yeah.
So
I hope
it's taking the
somebody
right
gets it.
lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because I mean, what I picture is like, you know, the guy with a cigar and he's like, Asians are hot.
Exactly. It's like, no, that's not.
All right, so let us reveal the results, you guys.
Oh my God.
All right, tied for last place with 7 box office predictions correct. This guy and Grae Drake. Dan and Jacqueline both had 8, so round of applause. But then we go to the tie break, which was having your films placed in the correct order. And drum roll, please. Dan Murrell takes it.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Well done, sir.
It's, I mean, 8 to 7. That's with a tiebreaker. I think we all won. Really.
No, we didn't. That's what the winner has to say.
That's true.
As long as he's classy, he
I
says that.
know, it's classy.
Yeah, but this was such a weird in the sense of, like I said, no highs and lows, no. You know, you always expect some kind of volatility, and I think for all of us, there were 7 movies that were pretty much a lock, and there were no surprises there. So it was really just a roll of the dice. I like to see the surprise stories, the things like Crazy Rich Asians. That's what makes it fun to do this game. Is like, what are the ones you overthrow a traditional movie,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's an underdog that you
Yeah.
have to come up like that.
Now that you put it that way, it makes me realize that this is exactly what Hollywood wants. That's why they make all these sequels. That's why they rely on this IP in the way that they do, because they all their number crunchers know that they will be a certain amount of successful if this is what they keep making. So it kind of gives me goosebumps, like, go support something small. Go support a
Yes.
Crazy Rich Asians that's sort of a movie that comes out of nowhere.
So what was your favorite movie of the summer? What was your least favorite? Disappointed by anything? Let us know in the comments below. We want to know. I want to thank this awesome group of box office minds. Plenty of box office, but no BO today. You all smell great. Jacqueline, Coley, Grae Drake, Dan Murrell. Thanks, guys. Dan, congrats. I'll get you next year. And I want to thank you for watching Screen Junkies. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.